UFC Fight Night, UFC Vegas 76, Strickland versus Magomedov takes place this weekend, and I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and in detailed predictions, starting with the early prelim opener of Garam Kutateladze versus Elvis Brenner. Great fight to start off the card. Yeah. And the plane wants to be in my video before I even start the predictions. So screw the plane. Let's just let it go by. Alright. I'm going to be taking Garam over Elvis Brenner. I like Garam's mindset here. He pulled out against Jamie Mullarkey, and he stepped in on short notice against Elvis Brenner, not the biggest of names in the world. I like that mindset, because after he pulled out against Mullarkey, I was like, give up your career, man. Seriously. But he's back here against Elvis Brenner, who's good. You know, he beat Zubair in a fight where he arguably should have lost, but it was a close fight. You could score that each way. But he was supposed to fight Jordan Levitt, a fight you probably would have won. He's going to have to fight Garam now. It's from levels from Jordan Levitt. It's supposed to be facing Jordan Levitt to Garam. I'll be taking Garam here to get it done. Went to a split decision of Demir. Very impressive. Felt like he got scolded. It's just he slightly lost every round, but he still made it competitive through it. So I'm picking him to win this one over Elvis Brenner. Yeah, we move on up the card. Alexander Romanov versus Blagoy Ivanov. Let me think. Has Ivanov ever been out-grappled? I'm probably going to pick him here. Tybura did kind of out-grapple him. Fudge, am I going to trust Romanov again? Am I going to trust Romanov to get it done again? Because he did beat DeLima, but he looked so pathetic in that fight. He arguably should have lost. But he did beat DeLima. Man, I think this new version of Blagoy has been looking terrible. But at one point, he was good in his career. I think he's gonna... Do I pick Romanov or Blagoy? Because Blagoy would beat him on the feet, but he could just get ragdolled. Because Romanov lost to Volkov, Tybura. I get the altitude with the Tybura fight, but still. Do I pick him? I'm gonna pick Blagoy Ivanov to get it done. He beat DeLima, and he still arguably should have lost, but he still made it close. Like, if Blagoy is really out of it, he probably would get KO'd in round 1. So I'll pick him to beat Romanov, who's just looked terrible. So if Blagoy can stop the takedowns, it's his fight to lose. Yeah, I'm picking Blagoy Ivanov to get it done. We move on, up the card. Joanderson Brito versus Weston Wilson. I haven't seen this Weston Wilson guy fight. I just haven't. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pick him to win this one over Joanderson Brito. He is good, though. He fought in boxing against some Daniel Terry guy, and then he fought in MMA. Tough enough. Against 8-5 Fabricio Franco. Mike Wilson, he's just not... Thing is, he lost to Taruto Ishihara. You know? That's a former UFC guy. UFC fighter that was in the UFC. I just don't see him winning this one, because he's beating Cans, like... 6-3, 6-4, 19-9, no. I said 19-9. That's terrible in general, but 9-19 I was meant to say. That's even worse. But, yeah, the only guy really he's faced is Taruto Ishihara, who wasn't even that good in the UFC. And he got KO'd with a punch in the first round. I'm picking Joanderson Brito. Supposed to fight Kuzdian Ashkabov. Yeah, he beat Lucas Alexander. I think he's going to beat Weston Wilson here. He KO'd Andre Fili. Got lost to Bill Algeo, but he still made that fight competitive, and it was his debut. Oh well. He flatlined Fili next fight. He had a great performance against Lucas Alexander. who he beat Steven Peterson after that. Lucas Alexander, decent fighter as well. I'm picking him to beat Weston Wilson here. We move on up the card by sub. We move on. Ivana Petrovic versus Luana Carolina. I'm going to be taking Ivana Petrovic here over Luana Carolina. Luana Carolina is she's been a letdown. She's been such a letdown. You know? Like, she's not good for anything. She's known for getting destroyed by Molly McCann. You know, she's just not good. Lost to Joanne Wood in a close fight. That was a close fight against Wood. But there's nothing special about Carolina. You know, she beat Godinez. I get that. But Godinez, we kind of found out she's not really that good. She's good. But I'm not going to expect Godinez to be a champ or anything in the near future. You know, that's something I've noticed. But I just think she'll get out-grappled. I think she can. You know? Went to a close fight with Botello, where she won. But I'm not going to pick her to win this one. I can't. She's just going to lose. There's no skill behind her. And Ivana Petrovic, one thing I've noticed with her, rear naked choke win. Rear naked choke. Split decision, which isn't a good time, but still. Ground and pound, KO. Like, she's well-rounded everywhere, I think. And she's young, 29 years old. I think she's going to get it done. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go for Ivana Petrovic to get it done. And she has amateur results as well, an amateur career. That's where Luana Carolina, what does she have? Nothing. Just pro of shit. We move on. Up the card, Yana Santos versus Carol Rosa. Probably one of the locks on the card here. I'll probably go for Carol Rosa getting it done. Norma Dumont's not a bad loss. You know, that's not a bad loss to have. She beat Lena Lansbury, lost to my command. Her grappling seems to be the weakness. And Yana Santos, I think she just gave birth to Thiago Santos' son, I do believe. Or his daughter or something. That's what I think. No, she didn't just... Oh, she didn't... No, she didn't. She didn't just recently. That was to the build-up to the Holly Holm fight, where she looked pathetic. She didn't look good. She looked terrible. You know? She didn't look good in that fight at all. And she was supposed to fight Macy Chasson. But I just don't see her winning this. Like, she lost to Aldana. Kind of should have lost to Vieira, let's be real. I thought Vieira could have won that fight, but I don't mind that decision, to be honest. I just don't see her winning this one against Rosa. You know, Rosa's young. I think she takes her career more seriously. Yeah. She beat Petra Kahea. Beat Jocelyn Edwards, who's now looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm picking her to beat Yana Santos by decision. We move on. Up the card. Kevin Lee versus Bernat Fakhretdinov. To be honest, my co-main event of the card. Let's be real. I don't know why this is on the prelims. Man, Kevin Lee, this is what I think. I think he's going to get smashed, but let me say something real quick. Kevin Lee went to the UFC PI, asked if he could just please be back in the UFC. UFC thought about it and said yeah. But he's going to be put on a fight night, in the Apex, on the prelims, maybe against against Bernat Fakhretdinov. God, I butchered that name lots. So it's not a good circumstance for Lee, but if he wins, he's fucking back. He's gonna get smashed, though. I don't see him winning. I'm gonna go for a finish, actually, here. For Bernat Fakhretdinov. He gassed against Rodriguez. Rodriguez just, out-cardioed him. and beat him. Oliveira's not a bad loss, but man, it's just, he gasses out lots, going for takedowns. I don't know what Lee's game plan's going to be. He doesn't really get out-grappled defensively, but he is good defensively with the grappling, but Dos Santos took him down. Beat him, gassed him out. And this is a welterweight fight. Man, I'm going to have to go for Renat. He just out-grappled Brian Battle, who's now looking great. Great performance against Brian Battle. I'm picking him to beat Kevin Lee. By finish. Lee might look good early. Maybe it's a close round 1. If you can maybe say, maybe Lee can get it. Maybe Renat can get it. But Renat's going to win round 2 dominantly. Finish him in round 3. I'll go round 3, arm triangle for Renat Fakhretdinov. We move on up the card to other fights, which is Nursultan Ruziboev versus Bruno Ferreira. I'm going to go for this Nursultan Ruziboev guy. Bruno Ferreira is good. He did beat Gregory Rodriguez last fight, but that was a good win though, because Rodriguez was the guy coming up, and they just shut him down on short notice. So that was a good performance. He was supposed to fight Abdul Razak Al Hassan, but that got cancelled. Abdul's a pussy. Been a pussy all of his career. Nursultan's gonna beat him though. Dude's on a streak. Great performance. He just fought in April. Bruno Ferreira fought in January. It's been nearly 7 months off for him. It's been 7 months off. I think he'll beat him. He hasn't lost since 2019 against 18-11 Boris Mirshinenko. I don't think Ferreira's going to beat him. Ferreira's good, though. He beat Leon Eliu on the Contender Series. He's a good fighter. He had a great debut against a great opponent. I just don't see him winning this one. I just don't. I think he's going to lose. The other guy's 29 years old. And he's good everywhere. He is good everywhere, man. He's beating Cans, though. But 15-2, 15-2 opponent, 13-4 opponent. Of course, not all of them will be the best, but 8-3. He's got Kimuras, he's got arm bars, he's got punches. I could see Ferreira getting rocked and then shooting a bad takedown to a guillotine or something. I'll go round 1 sub here for Nursultan Ruziboev. Yeah, I think he'll get it done. We move on up the card to the main card. Benoit Saint Denis versus Ishmael Bonfim. I'm going to go for Ishmael Bonfim. I think this guy's really good. I should have picked him against McKinney. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I thought McKinney was really good, but man, I just don't see him winning this one. Benoit Saint Denis. He's good, Benoit Saint Denis, but he just shows so many holes. Like Gabriel Miranda, rocking you everywhere. Not a good sign, not a good look. He's beating you everywhere. It's just not a good sign, in my opinion. It was a scrappy fight, but Benoit Saint Denis got it done, I get it. But man, that's not, it's not a good sign. And maybe Benoit Saint Denis, if he wins this, can maybe get on that Paris card. But this is just a terrible... It's like you gotta get through the fucking police to get to the Paris card. And good luck getting it, basically, in Bonfim. Man. He beat Nicholas Stolze, who's shit. Gabriel Amanda's not even that good. I get he won, but still. Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos destroyed him. Are we going to forget that? Bonfim's better than them. And I think Bonfim, he's a great fighter. He beat Abasov. I think he's going to go out there and get a round 1 KO. Stuff the takedowns easily. And watch him just get ragdolled. Done. Hype train derailed. I hope not, but Never know. But I see him just got chin above the chin. Put him out. Got a great flying knee. I think he gets it done. We move on. Up the card. Ariane Lipski versus Melissa Gatto. I'm going to be going for Ariane Lipski. Yeah, I think she gets it done here. Although she has struggled with grappling before in her career, I don't think Gatto out-grappling her. I think Gatto's going to want to strike, and I think that will leave openings there. Yeah, Melissa Gatto is not that good. Not good, man. Like, she's not good. I don't find her good at all. Like, Tracy Cortez out-grappled her. She showed terrible IQ in that fight. Like, she was losing round 1, won round 2, put herself on bottom in round 3. I cannot trust that in a prediction. Lipski's not good either, but I trust her more than Gatto at least. And how can I really give you credit for beating Eubanks and Leonardo? I can't. The shit. Yeah, I'm going to go for Lipski winning this one. She beat JJ Aldrich. That last one looked good on the stand-up. Yeah. Mandy Baum she beat as well. She's being good beatable. And I think she's going to win against Gatto. We move on up the card to the co-main event. Damir Magomedov versus Grant Dawson. I'm going to go with Damir. I'm going to go for Damir. Maybe if Dawson, if he kept up with what he had, like, he's shown so many holes, Grant Dawson, man. To me, anyways, he's just shown so many holes. Like, he beat Mark Madsen, beat Jared Gordon. Good performances. But, man, I've just seen so much stuff in him, man. Like, he went to a draw with Ricky Glenn. You know? And he's went to, like, a close fight with Leonardo Santos where he got the KO at the end. He's shown holes, and I think his stand-up's not the best. I think Damir, I get he got grappled by Arman, but Arman's grappling is really good. Really good. So I don't see Grant Dawson be able to do it as well. And on the feet, I can see Damir just picking him apart badly. Yeah, he beat Garam as well. I'm picking him to win here. Yeah, Damir's really good. He beat Garam. He's got striking. He beat Moises Alvarez. And Alves, Rafael Alves as well. I'm picking him to destroy Dawson at range. Beat him up and outclass him. We move on up the card to the main event. Sean Strickland versus Abu Magomedov. I'm going with Sean Strickland. But it is worrying each time with Strickland, man. I can never have a wholehearted... I can... Ever since the Pereira fight, I can never have... I can never be... You know, I can never be, like, sold on Strickland anymore. Until he really proves it to me. That he really cares. But... I don't know. I think he'll beat Abus. I think he'll beat Abus here. Abus, 25-4-1. Great record. He beat Dustin Stoltzfus. The GOAT. Of course you're going to lose. You beat the GOAT, Dustin Stoltzfus, but realistically, Stoltzfus is complete garbage. Everyone can beat him. Like, I'm not going to say wow. Like, it was a great win. Back at the time, it was a great performance by Abus. But now to the build-up to the Strickland fight, we have to say, oh, good win, he beat Stoltzfus. I don't think you can logically pick Abus to win this one. Because Strickland, after the Pereira fight, I thought he was done. Let's be real. But he went to a split decision with Cannonier, which now in hindsight is not bad. You know, because he argued, let's be real, first off, going to a split decision with Cannonier, or even a close decision with Cannonier, not bad, since Vettori got absolutely mauled. But he arguably should have won that fight against Cannonier. That's another part about it. You know, and he beat Nasruddin Imavov, who looked good against... I know Curtis and Strickland train together. That makes it impressive enough. Imavov was kind of beating up Chris Curtis before the the bad head clash. You know? Before the head clash. Magomedov was kind of beating Curtis, and Strickland scolded Magomedov. Scold him. You know? I think he'll beat Abbas. Like, I could see a world where Abbas just makes it look easy in the first, but, man, I don't think that's the case anymore. I think that Abbas, I think he's just going to get picked apart here by Strickland, who's a really good striker. Thing is about Strickland, I don't think sometimes I just don't think he takes it seriously. But I think he's got to now, because if he wins this, and let's say, I know this will be dumb, I don't like this, but if he wins this Strickland, and let's say Whittaker beats Duplessis but can't make it for Australia, oh yeah, but that's fucking Cannonier, fuck. Strickland's kind of declined now, yeah, because now that Cannonier's there, he can't do that. Because Cannonier technically beat Strickland, so never mind. I mean, I was going to say maybe he can fight Izzy, but he won't get the jump over Cannonier. Yeah. But if he wins this, maybe one more, there's a title shot there for him. Against Izzy, who most likely will be champ still. You know, now that Pereira's not there anymore. So, yeah. I'm taking him to win this one. He beat Hermanson. And Abbas lost to Lewis Taylor by KO. A roided up guy. But Strickland should look at that. Maybe he can't KO Abbas, but he can definitely land the same combos as Lewis Taylor. You know? And he's beating good guys, man, but it's just, I just don't see him going out there and beating Strickland. Hopefully he wins, but it's just so we can get new blood at the top. I just don't see it. Don't see it at all. I think Strickland's going to win this one. He's just a better fighter. Yeah. I don't see Strickland winning. I have like a more in-depth breakdown for this tomorrow, but yeah. Full card predictions. I got Sean Strickland, Demir's Magomedov. Oh shit! Max Griffin, Michael Morales. I completely fucking missed that fight. Shit, I completely missed that fight. I'll just break that one down really quickly. I got Max Griffin losing to Michael Morales. I'll go Michael Morales. He hasn't been in there in a while. Yeah, Michael Morales will win this fight. Shit, I completely missed that fight. What the fuck? Yeah, and Max Griffin went to a split decision of Tim Means, and he's beaten. Arguably should have won against Magny, but whatever. I think he'll lose in a scrappy fight. Michael Morales, I think he'll win this one by decision. Close decision. Jesus, fuck, I almost missed that. I'll go Strickland, Magomedov, Morales, Lipsky, Bonfim, Ruzaboev, Fakradinov, Rosa, Petrovic, Rito, Ivanov, and Kutaladze. Full card predictions. Jesus, I almost missed that fight. Fuck, imagine I didn't. Dude, I almost missed it. I got Morales, though. But yeah, peace.